The clock is ticking on how much time we got left to purchase games from this PS3 eShop before it inevitably closes. For most of us, that's going to be July 2027. So with that said, I already did a video about classics you should purchase from the eShop before it closes. So for this video, we're going to talk about some PS3 games that I think you should consider purchasing before the eShop closes, and hopefully you can find a few gems to add in your collection before this eShop is gone for good. So with that said, let's head on over to the eShop. Alright, so we're in the eShop, and just like I mentioned in the first video that I did covering the classics, go check that video out if you have not. But make sure you add funds to your wallet on the PS4 or on the PS5, because you cannot add the funds directly from the PS3. So add them on the PS4 or PS5, the funds will transfer over, and then you can get to buying and downloading your games, so on and so forth. So for this video, I'm only sticking with PS3 games that I think you should consider purchasing before the eShop closes. And most of these I'm actually going to search so that I don't get sidetracked, because there's just so many games in this eShop. But one of them in particular, because I know where it is, I'm just going to show you. And I wanted to make sure that I mentioned this one first, because there's like no other way. I think the only other platform this game is on is Xbox 360. I don't even think this is on Steam. So the first game I definitely wanted to highlight is Hardcorps Uprising. If you are a fan of Contra, if you are a fan of running guns, this is one of the best running guns that is not available on any modern platform. This only came out, I believe, on PS3 and Xbox 360. And I don't think it's available anywhere else unless you emulate it. But I would 1000% recommend this game. Also has some DLC characters, which is also worth it. This is a really, really good running gun, and I covered this on a really old Hidden Gems video that I did for the PS3 a while back. So I definitely wanted to give that one a shout out for sure. And the only other section I'm going to dabble into, because I want to show some of the games they got. We're gonna go to the fighting game section. There's a couple of things down here that I think are worth looking at. And honestly, some of these games I'm thinking of purchasing. So like, not everything I'm gonna show you are things that I've even played. These are games that I'm considering purchasing before they disappear into the ethos forever. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. I did a video on this. It's not a great fighting game, but it's just one of those random. It was an anime crossover game. Also published by Sega, and there are Sega characters in here. Akira from Virtual Fighter is a guest character, as well as Silvaria from Valkyrie Chronicles. Just a weird little anime crossover fighting game, but it was a fun time. So I'll give that a little mention. Some of the older Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue. I am thinking of getting Arcana Heart 3. I've never played this before, and I know this is available on Steam, and some of these games you can find on Steam and other platforms, but I'm making this video assuming you might not be a PC gamer, or you might not have other platforms. Maybe this is your only way to get some of these games. But this is a 2D fighting game, and everything I've heard about this is that this is really, really dope. I've never played it before, but I like the look of it. I think this is actually available in a Steam Humble Bundle right now, depending on what time you're hearing this video, so go check that out if you are interested. But I've heard that this game is really dope, so, and I'm always a fan of some fighting games, so, and especially my 2D fighters, so that is one that I am thinking of purchasing. Oh, I didn't mean to exit out of the entire thing, so let's go back. I think there might have been a few more. So we got Arcana. A couple of Blaze Blue games. Girl fight. This is like a Aldi version of like Dead or Alive. I don't know, but I might buy this just for history's sake. I don't think this game was actually that good, but it looks absurd. I've seen footage of this. Wow. This game looks nuts. But yeah, no, you don't gotta buy that one. Don't buy that one. I might buy that just to stream it because it looks like it would be fun. Chaos Code is actually a really dope fighting game, but this is available on other platforms. But if you've never played this, I would recommend it. It's a really fun 2D fighting game. I think that's most of the fighting games. You got PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. The time PlayStation made their own, like Super Smash Bros, Tekken Tag, of course, classic. Old school Dead or Alive. What are you doing, Bellator? Bjorn Rebney made this game. I guess. That might have been during his era. The old school Virtual Fighters. Fight Night, you should 100% get. One of the best boxing games ever created. Every boxing game after this is chasing their shadow. That's just the champion mode. There's a full version of the game that I think is $9.99. So search for that one. Street Fighter Third Strike, of course. Classic, the Alpha games. I think some of these are available on modern platforms, but I could be wrong. So in case I am wrong, you know, here they are. Deadliest Warrior. Didn't this used to be like a TV show? I don't know if that game was good, but it's there. OG Tekken. I think I only played this on arcade before. But a lot of the old Tekken games on here. Pocket Fighter. I think this is, it said PS3 only. I don't know if this ever made it to another platform. So shout outs to Pocket Fighter. I mentioned Bloody Roar in some of my, in the first video that I did. Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. More Blaze Blue. So yeah, that's some of the fighting games that you might want to keep an eye out on. So we're going to go over to the search section for the rest of these, because I can easily get sidetracked. And this video will be an hour long. Me just scrolling through games. So I'm going to mention some in specific that I have written down here. So we're going to use the search function, and we're going to find Starhawk, which hopefully, this search feature, boy, it's janky. There we go, Starhawk. So there's a regular and an ultimate edition. I think I have the regular, or maybe it's not available anymore. So you might have to purchase the ultimate edition. It's only $9.99, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if you can use some of these DLCs that it comes with, because only the single player mode is available. But this was a really cool like third person shooter, but it was also kind of like a building like tower defense game. I covered this in the Hidden Gems video. I'll try to put footage of this on the screen. This game is actually a lot of fun. But it is fairly short, so keep that in mind. But if you like third-person shooters mixed with a little bit of tower defense, you could almost see like the beginnings of like a Fortnite in here with some of the mechanics they had. But this was really, really fun. So yeah, Starhawk, that is one that I would definitely recommend. Another game that I have that I've actually never played, at least I think I have it. I'm gonna have to double check my library. I'm gonna look up Puppeteer. This was I think this is like a platformer. Again, I've actually never played this. I want to say this is a really weird like platformer. It's very unique. They don't have screenshots, so if I can find a trailer, I'm not gonna play the trailer because it's gonna move super slow. I'll try to put footage of this on the screen, but this is a really interesting game. Playing as like this puppet. I think it's actually is during like a stage play. Just a very just creative looking game, and also another one of those games that I feel like is just gonna get lost in time. So that might be one to consider purchasing. Another game that I would like to mention, and I know it's gonna take me a little bit to search for this one because there are other games with Rain in the title, but I'm just looking for the game just called Rain. There it goes. This is like a really unique kind of like puzzle game where you play as like this little kid who can only be seen in the rain. And you have to navigate these puzzles, and he's trying to like find this little girl or something, and they're working in tandem. It's a cool little puzzle game. I've never played this, but I do have this in my library. I never got around to playing it. But I'll try to put footage of this on the screen as well. But I thought this was a really just unique looking game. And again, these are just some gems that, you know, games like this I think are literally, like I said, they're gonna get lost in time. So these are some of the games that I want to purchase before they eventually disappear. We're gonna stay in the R section. And another game I want to show is Remember Me. Never played this, but I've always wanted to. Hopefully I can. There we go. This was a kind of like an action beat 'em up. Definitely had like a good sense of style to it. Never got around to playing this. It's one of those random Capcom games from their library. Also has, looks like, some DLC that you can purchase. I don't think it's necessary that you purchase some of these, but you can. Oh, I forgot about themes. Themes are also a thing. There's a theme section on the on the eShop. So if you want to get a theme before those disappear also. But yeah, this is a cool game that I've always thought of playing, and this is one of those that I'm pretty sure, because of the discless world that we're probably going to be going into soon, at least in terms of Sony, the physicals of this I feel like are going to get a lot more expensive. So digital might be the way to go on this. And actually, speaking of that, boy, this eShop is moving very slow. I'm trying to thank you. All right. Speaking of games getting expensive, one that I know for a fact is expensive. Boy, this is lagging like crazy. We're going to go to a little game called Killer is Dead, and I really enjoy this game. I don't think it's scored all that great, but this game, in my opinion, is all kinds of fun. Let's get this search, boy. Y'all see the lag? There we go. Killer is Dead. Come on, PS3. You can do it. You can do it. Fight with me. There we go. If you like games like No More Heroes, or you just like Suda 51, you will love this game. It has all of their kind of quirks. It's very nonsensical, but it's a really fun action game. But the reason I wanted to highlight this is because, as you can see, 1999. I bought a physical version of this game at a retro shop for no more than like 40. And recently I saw this going for like $100 somewhere on the internet. So yeah, if you can't find a physical copy of this for a reasonable price, digital might actually be the way to go for you. So that's a game I think you should consider purchasing. Like I said, if you like games like No More Heroes, I think you should check that one out. Another game that I have not played that I've always wanted to, it's Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Hopefully it don't take too long to search this. There we go. This was like a third-person action game. Always heard this game was pretty solid. I think this is available on multiple platforms, but I still wanted to highlight it. I've always heard this game is a bit of a gem if you like, those action games. So I'm going to at some point check this out. You might be able to still find physicals of this, but once again, because of the discless world that we're heading to, this digital only world, some of these prices for these physicals for a lot of these older games, that retro market might get hit really hard in terms of pricing. So it might be the digital might be the way. I haven't looked up to see if the price of this has went up in terms of physicals, but this is another game that I'm thinking of purchasing. So yeah, that's one. One I do have a physical of, and honestly, I'm not gonna say this is the best game in the world. It can be a little bit repetitive, but Anarchy Reigns. This is a pretty fun kind of like beat 'em up. It's a spiritual successor to Mad World on the Wii, for those who have played that, which is an awesome game. But you do play as Jack Cayman. There are actually two characters you get to play as, and it's not a very long game. It can be a little repetitive. You run around, you just beat the crap out of people, and it's just fun. It's a fun little beat 'em up. Got the Bayonetta DLC and some extra characters you can purchase for the DLC if that's your thing. But yeah, I wanted to highlight that. It's a cool little game as well. Another game that I'm thinking of purchasing that I've never played before. I try to find some of these little random, just like I said, games that I feel like are gonna get lost in time. There was one called Tokyo Jungle. Oh, it did not pop up. Come on, where's that? Tokyo? No, not the Tokyo Tattoo Girls. Where's the jungle? All right, they don't see this search function, boy. Hold on, let's see if we can get this to pop. There we go. All right, Tokyo Jungle. I don't know if they have screenshots of this. All right, I'll try to find the trailer. But I think this was I want to say it was like a roguelike. But you play as like these animals who were just like surviving. They're just in the wilderness, and apparently it can be a pretty brutal game. But yeah, this is another one of those kind of random gems that I feel like just over time is gonna get lost. Got some DLC here, some character bundles if you want to purchase those as well. But I'm thinking of purchasing this at some point within the next year. Because like I said, this feels like one of those games that is definitely going to get lost over time that nobody will remember. Oh, I forgot. There are definitely at least 2 to 3 more I need to show y'all. This game I actually have a physical copy of. I just never got around to playing it. But Resonance of Fate, which is a like steampunk like RPG. I can't really say. I guess it's turn-based, not active. Okay, all right. So here's a weird thing about the eShop, and I mentioned this in the other video. The eShop is so janky. This is on the eShop, but for some reason, as you can see, yeah, there are two. Well, I don't know why there are 2 versions of this. One of them you can't. There we go. $19.99. I can't remember if this game is expensive now, but this is like I think it's like an active turn-based RPG, which I normally don't play games like this. But I saw the guns in the steampunk world, and I was like, you know what, I might give this a shot. But yeah, this I don't know if this is available on any other platforms. I know physicals are probably, especially now with the store closing, going to be a lot more expensive. So $19.99 might be a good bet. So, but definitely watch like some videos, some YouTube videos on this before you give it a go, because I think this game it's got a lot going on in terms of mechanics. So definitely, you know, do your research before you purchase that one. But I definitely wanted to highlight it. And I gotta mention, I don't play a lot of racing games, but I gotta mention Split Second. This was a really fun action racer. It takes place in like this reality TV show, and you get to trigger things in the environment. You get to cause explosions. My kind of mayhem. This game is a lot of fun, so I would definitely consider purchasing this. I'm not sure if this is on Xbox or any other platforms. It might be. I'm honestly not sure, but wanted to highlight it regardless because this game is a ton of fun. And a shout out that I never thought I would give, but I gotta give it a mention. I made a whole video about this game because I used to be a hater, but even, you know, me as a hater, sometimes I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm proven otherwise. Where is... Oh boy, it's gonna take me 30 years to find this in this search function. Boy, I see why this eShop is closing. Where's Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? It's here. There we go. There we go. It's somehow this game is still like, I don't know why this isn't on like PS4, PS5. At least I don't think it is. But if you still haven't played this yet, this game's really, really good, and the DLCs are worth it. I'm actually playing through the Jetstream one for the first time now. I gotta do the Blade Wolf one still, but this game is just fire. It's so good. I hated riding, but I was wrong. This game's great. This game is so good. So check this out and get this off the eShop if you haven't. A lot of you probably do. Y'all probably weren't haters like me, so you probably got it already. But yeah, check that one out if you haven't. But yeah, man, I would love to go through more of this eShop, but like I'd have to make 20 videos and I'd be here forever, and I unfortunately can't do that. But those are some of the games that I think you should purchase before the shop closes. So hopefully you found something that you know, tickles your fancy. But yeah, make sure, you know, if you haven't used the eShop in a while, browse all of the categories. Make sure you use the filters because they hide games. So sometimes you got to use filters to make sure you're actually seeing everything. But you know, they break everything down by section. So you know, browse through, find yourself something. If you're in the US and most major countries, you got until next year, July 2027, to, you know, get your collection and your games before the eShop goes boom and everything's gone. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight a few PS3 games that I thought were worth a mention. So hopefully you found something that you'll consider purchasing before. Oh, I almost forgot. Saving the best for last. How could I forget? Hold on. I am sorry. I am so sorry. How could I forget? Infamous. What am I doing? I need to get my life together. the Infamous collection. And what's cool about this, if you own it, you can get the actual the DLC, the Festival of Blood. You can purchase this separate. You can get this without actually buying the full versions of the other games. So if you just want to get the Festival of Blood DLC, I've actually never played this still. I've only played the first Infamous and Second Son. So I need to get Infamous 2 and this Festival of Blood DLC. But this is like one of my favorite series. This is, to me, one of the most underrated series. I don't understand why this didn't get bigger or why Sony didn't keep making these. I love this universe. Dope take on like the superhero, kind of action game. Shout out to Cole McGrath, man. This guy was really cool. But yeah, these are just really just fire superhero based action games. But if you've never played these, 100% worth it. Get all of them. They're all good. I love this series, man. So big shout outs to Infamous. I almost forgot to mention that, and I would have been very hurt if I did not mention these. So that will be all that I have. Had to get that one in there. But yeah, that's all that I have for today's video. Hopefully you found a gem. Hopefully you found something that you like. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking of purchasing before the eShop closes. And that is all I have for today's video. My name is Serial Sensei. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay hydrated. And I'll catch you on the next one.